financial piece, and as the presentation earlier alluded, there are many scholarships and grants and things that you can apply to make college affordable, wherever you decide to go. You have to be willing to work for it, put in the time, and perhaps make a few sacrifices along the way. But it'll be worth it, and you will feel proud of yourself. As you venture out into the real college and adult life, remember to keep your eyes open to new opportunities. It's often easy to get stuck in your own bubble and stay focused on what's going on in your life and maybe problems or issues that you're dealing with, or maybe it's just that you're so focused on your goals that I'm hoping you have, that you forget to look around and see what else is out there. That door could potentially open up so many amazing experiences that you didn't know existed. My freshman year of college, one of my classmates told me to apply to this program called Model Congress. I thought, Congress? Politics? I'm not into that stuff. I was always into science and math, and I was too busy playing soccer, hanging out with my friends, studying, and doing all of my other extracurriculars that something like Model Congress did not sound appealing to me. She explained what the organization was about and the different opportunities involved, getting to travel, getting to meet new people, getting to mentor high school students, and while all of this sounded great, I just didn't think I had the time, and I really didn't listen to what she was telling me. The next year rolled around, and she came back to me and said, Alessa, you should apply to this program. Do it. Again, she gave me the same spiel, and this time I listened and applied to the organization. I applied to both Model Congress Boston and Model Congress Asia, and was accepted into both. This completely changed my life. Over the next 3 years, I got to do so many amazing things. I met people studying different things, so I studied biology, but I met kids who were studying history, English, sociology. I traveled to 6 different countries, Spain, Italy, Singapore, Hong Kong, Thailand, the Philippines, with most expenses paid for. I got to meet high school kids from all over the world and talk to them about real-world issues, things that I cared about, like health or science. And it was great being able to do that, and I had never expected that Model Congress would open up so many doors for me and give me the opportunities that it did. Had it not been for my friends' persistency and my willingness to try something different from my wheelhouse, I would have never had these incredible experiences. I know that you will all have a friend like mine someday, and I hope that you will choose to open those doors. You never know what you will find. Remember when I asked, do you have your life figured out 1 or 10 years from now? Well, back in the day, I thought I was going to be an engineer. I applied to colleges as an engineering major because I loved problem solving. I was that math geek in high school. There was a period of time where I didn't know what my major would be. Oh, sorry. Later I discovered I did not enjoy the engineering classes as much as I thought I would. And for a while, I did not know what my major would be. However, I went back to the root of it all. What was I passionate about? And my passion was still science. So I ended up switching my major to organismic and evolutionary biology after hearing an amazing guest lecture from the head of that department in a different class. I thought, maybe I'll be a scientist. After all, I had enjoyed all of my science internships working in a lab, something that I had been doing since my junior year of high school. However, one internship then extended into the fall, and I realized that I wasn't so passionate about lab work anymore. So this was my junior fall, and come junior spring, I'm starting to realize, oh no, next year I'm going to be a senior graduating from college. What do I do? At that point, I did not see myself going to more school. I had already been in school for 16 years or more, and I needed a break. So I thought, okay, I want to get a job, but I have no idea what job to get. And at the time, a bunch of my friends were applying for consulting internships. And so I talked to them and asked them, okay, so what's consulting? I had never heard of consulting before. Do any of you, have you ever heard of that word? No. maybe one of you, two of you. Yeah, so I had no idea what consulting was in high school, let alone college. And honestly, it took me about 3 months into my new job to figure out what we actually did. So that's a real thing. So consulting is essentially problem solving for other companies. A company will hire consultants to help them figure out business problems. And this is normally done in teams of maybe 4 or 5 people. And you get to work on a project, and then when that project ends, you'll have a new client come to you with a different business question, and then you help them solve that problem. For me, the sound of consulting just sounded exciting, engaging, collaborative, innovative, and something that I seemed very happy and excited about. Something else that I learned was that not only are there firms that do consulting sort of more generally, maybe for the auto industry or the health industry or the food industry or apparel industry, but there's also firms that will do consulting for the life sciences industry, something that I was already very passionate about. I ended up applying to both general and life sciences consulting firms and received an offer at Trinity Partners, a global life sciences company based in Boston. Now, almost 3 years later, here I am, still working at the same company, but I've since transferred from our Boston office to San Francisco office, back in my native California. I followed my passion every step of the way, and this is where it landed me. And the best part of it is that I'm happy. I'm very happy with where I am. Maybe some of you have everything mapped out, and if you do, that's awesome. Maybe you know you want to be a lawyer, or you want to be a doctor, or you want to be a nurse, or you want to be a firefighter. Whatever it is that you want to do, if you have that goal and you think that that's really what you want to do, go for it. That's amazing. But I'm here to tell those of you who don't know necessarily what you want to be when you grow up, that it's okay. I certainly, I thought that I wanted to be an engineer, and then ended up switching gears completely while in college. As long as you work hard and follow your passions wholeheartedly, everything will turn out okay. And if you were to ask me, do I know where I'm going to be 10 years from now? Can I honestly give you that answer? I can't. Maybe 10 years from now, I'll be the partner of my firm, or maybe I'll head into a completely different direction. And when I think about that, it's a little bit scary, not knowing exactly where you're going to be. But I think my experiences and trying out different things and knowing that every step of the way I followed my passion makes me feel better and makes me feel confident in my future. I think the same can be said for you as well. So keep following your passions, do what you love, and don't worry so much about where you're going to end up. So what do I want you to take away from today? Well, firstly, the value of hard work. Hard work will always give you good results, no matter what it is. Work hard in school, work hard in your sports, work hard in your extracurriculars. Do what you love and work really hard. Second, the importance of opening your eyes up to new and unexpected opportunities. If you have a goal, that's great, work really hard towards it, but don't do it at the expense of missing out on something else that you might also love. Make sure that you give new opportunities a chance. And finally, don't worry too much about the next 5 to 10 years. Focus on yourself, focus on your passions, and I'm sure that one day I'm going to see you all in amazing positions, and you are going to be people that we and our future generations can be proud of. Repeat after me. Sí se puede.
Sí se puede.
Thank you.